These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Jordan Bakke with your top stories from the ABC15 Arizona newsroom. And check this one out. Their crews, they're responding at 75th Avenue in Northern after a massive fire broke out at a battery facility. So you may have seen some of the smoke in the air yesterday afternoon if you live in South Peoria. So we're told crews from there in different Valley cities responded to this one. Thankfully, no one has been injured. And we're following up in the UK now after 2 people were killed and 3 more were hurt in an apparent attack. This is at a Manchester synagogue during a Yom Kippur celebration. Police say a suspect rammed their car into the crowd and then got out to start stabbing bystanders. That man was shot and killed by police, but minutes later.
This attack has been officially declared as a terrorist incident. In addition, I can confirm that 2 other individuals have been arrested in connection with this incident, and urgent inquiries are ongoing.
Police announced that one of the injured was stabbed, another had been hit by an attacker's car, and the third may have been hurt as police were trying to stop that attacker. And we're continuing our coverage on that flooding disaster in Globe that we've been covering. We learned officials have finished the search and rescue operations and they aren't looking for any more people. So tragically, we know that 3 people have killed in those devastating floods over the weekend. Tonight at 6 o'clock, officials are hosting a community meeting for residents impacted by the flooding. That's going to be at High Desert Middle School. And if you'd like to help all those folks that are impacted, the Salvation Army of Globe, they'll be taking donations. In our running dry coverage, Colorado River water sharing remains a hot topic for leaders across the Southwest with less than 6 weeks to go until the current deal expires. Ted Cook is the former GM of the Central Arizona Project and was President Donald Trump's nomination to lead the Bureau of Reclamation. But last month his nomination was withdrawn, leaving the Bureau without an immediate replacement. An immigration judge has denied asylum for a Salvadorian man whose case has become a symbol of Trump's immigration crackdown. You may remember this name as Kilmore Abrego Garcia. He was mistakenly deported to El Salvador back in March and was held in a notorious prison. The Trump administration brought him back, but immediately charged him with human smuggling and now plans to deport him to Uganda. He has 30 days to appeal the ruling. And in our Border Watch, construction has begun for a new stretch of the border wall in Cochise County. Our crews getting a first-hand look at what it's like this week as residents in the San Rafael Valley tell us that they've been fighting the construction for years due to the environmental impacts. But now the 27 miles of border wall east of Nogales is in motion and seems like a foregone conclusion. Our Rachel Louise Just is listening to neighbors about their concerns with this one, and you can find that story right now on ABC15.com. The Trump administration is now asking 9 universities, including the University of Arizona, to sign a 10-point compact in exchange for priority access to federal grant funding. The compact will require sweeping changes to campus policy. Schools would have to eliminate race and ethnicity as factors in admissions and hiring. It would cap international students at 15% of the student body. It would freeze tuition for 5 years and to accept the government's definition of gender and apply it to campus bathrooms, locker rooms, and women's sports teams. The administration says the compact promotes free speech and academic excellence.
If the government can pay schools today to promote speech it likes, it can punish them for speech it dislikes tomorrow. So schools aren't opting into pro-speech reform. They're opting into, censorship with a price tag.
The University of Arizona receives hundreds of millions of dollars in federal funding annually. And we've reached out to the U of A leadership, student groups, but we have yet to hear back.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. It's going to be a hot end to the week, another triple-digit day here tomorrow. But winds are picking up. We've got a very breezy afternoon forecast here, gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour in the valley, and some windy conditions up north with wind advisories in effect from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. for all the spots you see here on the map shaded in tan. That does include Flagstaff, gusts near 45 miles per hour expected there for tomorrow afternoon. The wind's picking up as a storm system passes to our north. It's going to be too far north for any rain here across the state, except maybe up near the Kaibab Plateau. We'll leave a slight chance north of I-40 for tomorrow. Then we've got a storm system that's going to jet offshore. We're watching this one closely, but it's going to get complicated by a tropical system down here, soon to be named Priscilla. So that low might pull up some of that tropical moisture and increase chances for rain across Arizona toward the middle to end of next week. There's your 7-day forecast with those chances by Wednesday.